Keke Palmer's baby daddy's brother is shaking, Sarunas Jackson. So, for those who don't know Sarunas Jackson, he is like a EF list actor. He was in Insecure. He had a major role in the show Insecure. That's when we were first introduced to him. Well, since then, his brother met Keke Palmer at a Diddy party. They started dating and they had Keke Palmer's only child, Leotis. So now you know who this is. Well, Sharonis was blasted by the side chick over getting a child elimination after his ex-girlfriend went live, spilling his tea. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. So this is Sharona's ex-girlfriend. She went on live spilling all the tea. She said that she was in a relationship with him for years, supporting him, and that he ended up cheating, and she dropped all the receipts. So we got to go through the receipts, but also spill his past tea to bring it all together. So before we go forward, let's go back, way back in time and tell Sharonis' tea when he first left the show Insecure. He had a baby with another star of Insecure who played Tasha Dominique Perry. And she literally did an Essence magazine article over the custody battle she was having with Sharonis over their daughter Zen, but then also some domestic violence that she allegedly accrued during the relationship. Now I'm going to say allegedly, but baby, it's looking a mess. In this article, she explained that when Keke Palmer came out and saying she was having all those issues with her baby daddy, Sharonis' brother Darius, that it was all too familiar to her and that she went through the same thing with Sharonis. She called him an F-boy and was saying all this stuff about him. Well, that leads into his behavior today. What's going on with him today and all these messages? Let's read them. So the lady said, I'm normally not into airing people out like this, but people need to be held accountable for their lies and actions and joy. Now, this message is not from the ex-girlfriend that went live and told her story. This is from the side chick that he asked to have the smortion. Her name is Tisha Gamino. Let us read. May the truth set you free. I've known Sarunas for years. We hung out a few times, but it was strictly physical, no emotional connection. We spent Christmas Day together with our friends, and 2 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. For this man to lie on me like this is insane, especially when I didn't even initiate the intercourse in the first place. Not only am I disgusted, but I'm at peace knowing that my child was saved from having to have him as a father. He begged me to get a smortion, and I got mad and got mad when I told him I couldn't put myself through that mentally. He said he didn't consent to having this baby and that he never has a say in his fatherhood. So that brings us back to the lady from Insecure. He's like, these girls keep having these babies and I keep saying no. Sharonis, that means you need to get clip, snip, or a pull out because you ain't doing none of those. Anyway, let's continue to read. I didn't hear from him for 3 weeks. When I finally heard from him again, it was to cover his A, to tell me to ignore the DM from his girlfriend that I knew nothing about. That was that yellow skin girl that was talking on live. And how he was trying to cook up a story on what to tell his family and that he was still working on accepting that he has a child on the way. You can see from the timestamp from when she DM'd me and from when he texted me. In no way was I trying to make this a difficult situation for him. I wasn't thrilled about being pregnant with his child, but I took the accountability for my adult actions and I was going to make the best of it. It didn't have to be as deep as he was making it out to be. But here we are. The receipts don't end here, Sharonis, so keep playing with me if you want to. Roses. So here's the message from the girlfriend, the yellow skin girl, her right here, to the side chick. She said, did you go to a surrogate and freeze my boyfriend Sharona's sperm, or did he mess with you? She said, I didn't feel inclined to respond based off how you decided to reach out, but I'm not in the business of protecting males that lie on me. Do I look like I need to have a sperm artificially inserted in me? A surrogate carries a baby for someone else. Since you seem misinformed about surrogacy, think twice before you come at another woman with some BS, a lie like that. Have a nice day. She said, it wasn't my lie. That's what he told me. I wrote that message in a heightened emotional state. Not hard to imagine. I didn't mean surrogacy. He told me you've had his sperm frozen since 2021 and recently decided to unfreeze it without his knowledge and were waiting to see if you were pregnant. He was my boyfriend since 2021, so this news was jarring to me. I eventually got him to show me your text thread, and I clearly saw that you were in fact not pregnant via his insane story. Sharonis is a habitual liar and a physical abuser, and I thank God that this has all happened and I get to walk away from him. No strings attached. Blessings on your new journey. She said, he called and told me to ignore it if you message me. I didn't even see the message till days later. I was more than shocked that you believed his story and didn't want any parts in the back and forth with you. We've only intercoursed twice last year, sent once in March and then in December, which is when I got pregnant. Remember, she said they was together on Christmas. Which is crazy. You got a girlfriend. How was they together on Christmas? I would never freeze his sperm. So for him to make me out to be this desperate is crazy. I didn't even want to have intercourse with him. I was asleep and he kept trying. I'm not even sure what the text thread you saw, but you can see in my responses that I was not giving him the energy that I was interested in pursuing anything further. From what I knew of him, he wasn't with anyone. So hearing that you guys been together since 2021 is very new to me. But I'm not into tearing women down, so I'm sorry you had to find out the way that you did. I feel bad for the baby mama. She's stuck with this joker. Let me continue to read. I didn't believe his story, so that's why when I got so heated, you can ask, but I'm sure he'll just lie. For Sharonas, blank, I don't know, it must be a curse word. She might say the N-word, knows me very well and of our relationship. The only reason he showed me your text was because he hit me, and I threatened to call the police if he didn't open up his phone. I've dealt with his lies for so long, and the women DM me and etc. for too long. But this lie was so insane. I didn't know how and when he finds the time because he was with me 24/7. If he wasn't traveling to see his daughter or filming, I don't tear women down either. So it's just I don't tear women down either. And it just kept being proven that Sharonis paints all the women to be crazy, liars, evil, and blah, blah, blah. He said that you were 40 and this was your last attempt to have a baby. That's why this was all happening. She continued and said, this is the girlfriend. I have no words, honestly. I'm just happy to be out of this to-be movie of a life. She said, wait, this is a lot to process. This is the baby mama in the blue. Wait, this is a lot to process. He said, I'm 40 and this is my last attempt. LOL. She said, you can call me. She gave her number. She said, it's a lot. So now this is the text messages between the baby mama and Sharonis that was unveiled by the girlfriend. She said, did we get to 28? LMFAO. He said, ha, we did not. She's like, I suck. She's like, I'm still mad at you. He was like, it was good though. And that must mean like 28 minutes or something. She said, it was better than the first time, but it's still temporary. I'm on a mission mentally. I was about to hit 4 months. He said it was. This is January 4th of this year. So remember, they was just together on Christmas. So they texting right after Christmas. He like, you still got an attitude? She like, nope, it's a new year. I'm not falling for the okie doke again. He like, what okie doke? You know what okie doke I'm talking about. Come lay next to me so I can fall asleep. Eye roll emoji. Like, babe, quit playing. We not mad at each other no more. This is January 11th. She said, hey, I know you're out of town, but call me when you get a chance. I think she probably found out she was pregnant. But do you find out that early? Let me continue reading. He said, okay, everything okay? She's like, I'm not sure how to answer that. I was trying to wait till you got back, but it's very important. He like, dang. Okay. He's like, okay, dang, give me a second. He never called her. She said, hey, I want to talk to you again when you... The message continued. I don't know if he ever called her, but it looks like they're trying to reconvene after January 14th, 3 days later. He said, okay, bet. He said, hi. She said, hey, let me know when you are free for a call. She said, I can talk now. And this was all the way down to February 5th. So now you might actually be pregnant on an early test.